Summer House is the best show on Bravo, and you can argue with your mama about that, all right? Because I'm correct. Hey, y'all, welcome back to the podcast. My name is Imani, and if you're new here, hey, boo. If you're old here, hey, Wookie girl, how are you? Dude, if you are listening to this podcast, either on Apple Podcasts or on YouTube, please go over to Spotify and give your girl a follow over there, please. I'm doing it. I'm trying to, grow this podcast and do different things, diversify a little bit. And I want to grow over on that platform. So, we can be pushed out to more people. But yeah, y'all, like I said before in the previous episode, first of all, wait, before we go on, I didn't acknowledge this, but girl, we've hit 52. I think this episode will be 52 episodes on the podcast. That is wait, hold on. That is actually a whole year of podcastery. Even though I have been at this for a while, those of y'all that have been working with me for a minute already know that, it's kind of been up and down, at least for last year. But your girl's consistent now, and not to brag or anything, but no, but girl, 52 episodes, the 50th episode, girl. I'm so excited. Thank y'all so much for listening to the podcast for little old me. And yeah, I think it was about time that I started to, switch it up, do different and new things. And this episode is that. Oh my gosh, is that. So yeah, we are very much so going to be talking about, we're just going to be doing reality TV recaps. Why? Because I feel like doing it. And that's the rhyme and the reason. So if you don't like it, I don't care. Anyway, like I said in this intro, girl, if you are a reality junkie, like yours truly, and you have not watched this show Summer House on Bravo, girl, what are you doing? This show very much so reminds me of if like Jersey Shore and like The Challenge. No. You know what it is like? It's like if Jersey Shore was bougie and had a little bit more money, and if they like threw parties at their house. That's exactly what I feel like Summer House is. And I love that, because you know what? These reality TV shows, at least nowadays, they're getting too predictable. Literally, I heard one of my friends was telling me about, like, oh my gosh, like I love there's this show on Netflix called Temptation Island. I mean, and I was like, I think I saw some of the episodes. I'm just like, dude, this is so predictable. Like literally, for example, picture this, right? You and your fiance or whatever, not fiance, or your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever. Y'all are like having trouble in your relationship. You want to strengthen the relationship up. You go on a show called Temptation Island just to see if, am I going to get tempted, or am I going to stay loyal and I'm going to stay with my girlfriend or boyfriend? Obviously, they're going to cheat on each other. Duh. Or somebody's going to cheat on somebody else. Let's, there is no pizzazz. There is no I don't know. There's no surprise in the show. And to me, if there's no surprise and there's no pizzazz, then I can already predict it and I don't want to watch it. So with that being said, this is not that. It's not that. I love that we have brought back, or that we're keeping reality TV shows alive, that people are actually living in the same house. Y'all know that show, I'm gonna say this one last thing and we're gonna get into the episode. But y'all know that show, like the real world, first of all, please bring that show back. Whoever is listening to this and is in charge of reality TV, especially on MTV VH1, bring back the real world, please. Because that living in the house dynamic, I'm telling you, it's rare to see on TV and it's fun to watch. Anyways, speaking of that, baby, we are into season 10, I think, of Summer House. Look, Summer House has been, it's like we are on, I think in real life, they're on episode 5. But baby, relax, okay? Like, we are going to be doing this on our own time. You're going to get a episode review every week and you're going to like it. We are a little bit behind, but that's okay. So, yeah, so we are on season 10, episode 1 of Summer House, girl. First of all, this show is, if you don't really know, I'm not going to really give y'all a whole bunch of backstory, but let me just give you a little bit if you are like a newbie to reality TV or to this show. So basically, this show is like a bunch of people that live in New York. In the summertime, they go share a house up in the Hamptons for I think for like the weekend, or like from Thursday or Friday up until like Sunday or Monday or whatever. And then they live their life together. They party, they live together, and people get into relationships. There's drama and stuff like that over the weekends. They throw parties, whatever. Girl, it's a good time. It is a great time. So let's just jump into it, shall we? Yes. So the episode starts off with Amanda and Kyle. So these are the only married couple on this show. All right. And Amanda's like, okay, I want to drive separate. I want to drive with my friends. And they're like, okay, whatever. And I'm like, okay, it kind of gives me some pause, because I'm like, okay, you don't want to drive with your man, but like, I get it too at the same time, because it's just like, okay, I'm with you all the time. I want to see my friends. I want to drive up with my girls. Like, I want to be in the girls' truck. I want to drive up with them. So I get it, but it kind of like made me go, That's exactly what it is. It made me go, Anyway, so yeah, so Amanda ends up driving with Sierra, and they end up picking up more people on the way up to the Hamptons. And Kyle ends up driving with Carl and with who? And with Jesse. If I'm looking to the side, girl, I got some notes. Girl, when I was watching this show, girl, I wrote detailed notes so I can get every single piece of like tea in this episode, okay? But yeah, so before Kyle drove off to pick up his friends, Kyle came up to the car, to Sierra's car, the girl that Amanda is driving up with. And he's like, oh my gosh, Sierra, can I like give you a hug? Like, oh my gosh, like, hey, what's up? And then she's like, oh my gosh, yeah, come here, Kyle. I'm like, and then that's another thing that made me go, because why would you act that way with your friend's man if there wasn't just like, are the waters murky? Like, is there a storm a brewing? What is going on? That was literally my thought. So like, okay, you know what? Okay, like maybe she's tired of being with, like maybe she just wants some female energy, And to that I say exactly. But anyway, that's besides the point. So anyway, so again, so Kyle is driving with his people, and then we also have another truck of people that is West and KJ. And KJ is the new guy. KJ is a pro skateboarder. He's a model, girl. And he's also from Missouri. So West and KJ are from Missouri. I don't think they knew each other growing up, but like, I think that's how they bonded or whatever. And yeah, so they become close and cool. So they drive up by themselves, right? So yeah, speaking of West though, West is the ex. Were they actually together, or like the ex love interest of Sierra, right? Girl, basically West was using Sierra for clout and to like come up and to stay on the show, allegedly. That's what was happening. And like basically in the process, he broke her heart. Like, girl, go back 2 seasons ago and watch that reunion. Oh my gosh, like what? Go back 2 seasons ago, girl. I'm laughing because like I'm filming this on my webcam, and then like I put up the. You see what I'm saying? I put up the two. I put up the like peace sign, and like all these like emojis came up, and then I said the word L-I-K. I said the word L-I-K. Hold on. I said the word L-I-K-E, and like a bubble came up. So if you're watching this, you know what I'm saying. But for the audio listeners, girl, I had to like narrate that for you because, girl, it was crazy. Anyways, so yeah, so go back 2 seasons ago to the reunion, and like you will see that like how Wes was really breaking Sierra's heart. Like Sierra was really into the relationship or whatever, or like she was really into it, and then come to find out Wes was playing her. And girl, if you haven't seen this show, go and look up what Sierra looks like, and then go look up West. Again, it floors me to see how these girls are getting 10 out of 10 girls are getting played by these ugly. And I'm not saying he's ugly, but he is not on Sierra's level. She ain't. Sorry, he ain't. He is not on her level. That's it. Anyway, sorry, not sorry. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. Anyways, so speaking, okay, yeah, back to the story. So, yeah, Amanda and Sierra end up to go pick up some new girls, to go up to the Hamptons before they go up there. So they go pick up this girl named Bailey and this other girl named Levi. So again, like I said, they're new to Summer House. This is the first season they're on, and so basically they're asking them like, okay, so like how do y'all know each other? So they were saying that, okay, like they're best friends, but they're best friends of like 2 years, you know? They met and they instantly became very close. And they're like, okay, cute, whatever. So they started asking Amanda, like, okay, so like how are y'all no, I think she started asking Amanda, like, okay, like, how's your marriage? Like, how long have you been married? That's what she says. And then Amanda's like, oh, girl, 4 very long years. And that made me go, okay, all right. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down, Miss Amanda. And girl, anyway, so, okay, yeah. So, hold on. I have so many thoughts. We're going to get to that when we get to that later on in the episode. Anyways, so Amanda's like, basically it flashes back. So the episode flashes back like to a couple weeks, 5 weeks ago, where Amanda is at Sierra's house and they're talking about like the state of her relationship. And then she's like, she's not happy about how Kyle picks up DJing. So her man Kyle is now a DJ. And the reason why Amanda's upset is because she don't ever see him. Yeah, they're married, but he's out all night every weekend. All night he's out, girl. He is out all night. All night. Imagine that. He's out all night. We're gonna get into the specifics later on in this episode, but he's out all night. And then you expect And then he's expecting, some like some companionship, some to kiki, to laugh, to have a good time. But you're out all night. Girl, stay tuned because Amanda's going to tell the in-depth story later on in the episode. Anyways, so they arrive to the house, right? The ladies are there first. They get out. They get into the house. They go explore the house or whatever. And then Sierra's like, okay, y'all leave the trunk open so the guys can bring in our stuff later on. And then, so whatever, right? The next people that arrive is KJ and West. Again, remember how I told you West and Sierra had a falling out. There was canoodling, and they had something going on, but then they fell out. Last season, actually, that was when it was like very fresh. This season, some time has passed, but still, it's a little bit awkward. So, speaking of awkward, they come in like, oh my gosh, they introduce each other. They introduce themselves, KJ and West, to the new girls, and they also greet Sierra and Amanda, like the new people, the OGs. And it's awkward because West is like, oh, hi, nice to meet you, I'm West, to the OG, to the people that he actually knows. And I'm like, okay, so he's trying to play it a little bit slick. He's trying to test the waters a little bit. And then it cuts to Sierra, and she says that like she felt like she was very harsh last season to West, and how she kind of wants to be less rigid and to be calmer. And to that I say, okay, but we don't need to be going back into the relationship with him, Sierra. And I hope that's not the case, Sierra. I hope that's not the case, Miss Girl. Please stand on business and stand up. Please stand up. Do not let this fool think he can just come back into your life just because he says hello. You understand what I'm saying? Or just because you feel like you want to be less harsh. Like, I think you can be very much so not mean and crude, but y'all don't gotta be friends at all. Y'all can be cordial. Like, what happened to being cordial? Why do we gotta be best friends again? You know what I mean? Okay, but I digress. Anyways, so KJ, wait. Yes, so he's like in the confessional, he's talking about like how he's from the Midwest, and how like people from the Midwest are very nice for no reason, and he was feeling very nervous to come to New York because it's just a different energy. And then he says like, oh, but you know what? I think I prefer New York because they're a little bit mean. And production, you ain't ish, bro. You ain't ish, because as soon as he says like, oh yeah, I prefer New York because people are a little bit mean, it cuts to Sierra. It cuts to Sierra after she was just talking about how she wants to be nicer. Y'all ain't ish, bro. Y'all really ain't ish, but whatever. So long story. Okay, after that, like the other boys arrive. So this is Carl, Kyle, and who else? Carl, Kyle, and I'm missing somebody. And Jesse arrive, right? And so they come, whatever. Again, remember I told you the girls left the trunk open so the guys can bring in their stuff. So the boys arrive or whatever, and then Kyle is like, hey, y'all probably want to go get your stuff because it's about to pour down rain. And then Sierra's like, oh, you know what? She asks another guy. I think she asked Jesse, hey guys, can you help us? Can y'all bring in our stuff, please? And then Kyle's like, what did he say? Girl, I wrote it down. Hold on. He said, Kyle says, it's a team effort, Sierra. And then, then Sierra had to like, girl, she almost went off on him. But then she remembered where she was and she said, Kyle, please. Actually, for real. She said, Kyle, please. And I understood exactly what she's did. I understood exactly what she did. She was trying not to cuss him out. Just because, like, again, you're not doing my friend, you kind of doing my friend a little bit dirty. And now I got a smile in your face, even though like right now I don't really like you, but I can't really say nothing because we're not like I don't want to get in your marriage. And then you're also, again, like, you're egging me on and you're like, nah, I'm not happy. Girl, so anyway, she says that, and then, which I get, like, I get what Kyle's saying, but like, bro, like, be a gentleman, please, and help them out. Come on, like it's not that big of a deal. Help them out. And honestly, like his delivery was a little bit like, it was kind of off-putting, so I understand her reaction. But anyway, yeah. So everybody else ends up, so the boys and the girls end up going to help bring the bags in from the girl's car, except for Kyle. How ugly is that, bro? How ugly is that? I just hate when men are ungentlemanly, like unchivalrous. That just immediately, in my book, you're automatically ugly. I don't care how cute you are. I don't care how charming. I don't care about anything. If you are not chivalrous and you're not a gentleman, you're automatically ugly to me. And that just made Kyle very ugly. Ew. Anyways, so it cuts to everybody picking rooms, right? So everybody's going to pick rooms, and Sierra goes into Jesse's room, right? And Jesse says that he wants to be a part of the gossip girls in the house because Sierra and Amanda had a third girl. Her name was Paige, but Paige left Summer House. And tell me what y'all think. Y'all think Paige left Summer House because she didn't want to talk about the situation with Craig and herself on TV? Or like, do you think like she just didn't want to talk? She just didn't want to, like, even if she's dating somebody, she didn't want to put him on display so quickly. I think the reason she didn't do that is because she just didn't want her business out there. Her side of the bit, like, again, like, you're on a reality TV show. They're gonna, like, that's gonna be part of your storyline. Like, you and Craig, like, that's her ex-boyfriend. That's on a different show, girl. That's a whole nother lore for a whole nother day. But yeah. And yeah, so what do y'all think? Y'all think she's going to come back to the show? I think she will. I think she's going to sit out maybe this season and next. And I think she's going to come back. And I think she's going to rejoin the cast when the whole Craig situation, her ex situation, has died down. What do y'all think? Y'all think she's gone for good? Let me know in the comments below. But anyways, so Jesse's like, oh yeah, I want to be the other gossip girl. Like, can I want to apply to be a part of this position or whatever. And the way Jesse is just like looking and talking to her, I'm telling you right now, Jesse likes Sierra. Jesse has a crush on Sierra, but the tricky thing is about that is that Jesse and West are best friends. So like, it's like, it'll be kind of grimy if he actually made that move, just because Jesse and Wes are besties. But you know what? Hey, honestly, at the end of the day, let me tell y'all this right now. Sierra in this house this season has her pick of the litter. Why do I say that? Sierra is the best looking girl in the house, girl. I'm going to just tell you that right now. That girl, body T, face T. She is it. You hear what I'm telling you? She is it. And she has her pick of the litter. And I hope she knows that. I don't know if she does. She might not be like looking around, but like, girl, I need you to stand up and not entertain fools that was trying to like embarrass you on national TV. Like, literally, no. Please. Like, please stand up, girl. Girls, if Sierra, hold on. If, like, let me just say this disclaimer. Look, I love Sierra and I love Amanda. And in this episode, you're gonna very much so hear me give them both of them some tough love. I love them both. But I'm gonna be harsh on them like they were my friends, okay? Because like they need to like get it together, girl. Come on, like don't get played again. Anyways, so Jesse asks her though if like Sierra and West are gonna like, no, Jesse asks Sierra if West and her will be cool again. And then she's like, I don't know, only God can tell. And then Jesse's like, no, it's not in God's hands, it's in your hands. Like, what do you want? And she leaves it vague. Like, babe, are we trying to get played again? Like are we trying? I don't understand this. Like, I don't get it. Like, are you trying to like get back together with Wes? Like, and if so, why? Because honestly, girl, you are out of his league. So I don't understand why we are tripping on West. I don't get it. And to that I say, girl, stand up. Please stand up. Please. And also Jesse's like, oh yeah, you know what? Please, I want to be in on the gossip. Like, please include me in your gossip girl session since Paige is gone. Like, I want to be a part of it. And then Sierra's like, so you want to know all the gossip, but are you going to keep your mouth shut? And then she's like, yeah, I don't think you will. And then he's like, oh yeah, I promise I will, whatever. And he pinky promises. Girl, that's going to be broken so quick. Again, I told y'all, Jesse and Wes are best friends. Like I hope, and I know she ain't stupid because Sierra is a nurse. Like, come on, girl. Like, you think that man's not going to tell Wes everything you're saying unless I have a theory. Unless she said, okay, whatever. She played along, like she played the game so that she can talk to Wes indirectly. So she can let Wes know without letting Wes know. You understand what I mean? Like, for example, like, you know, like she's like banking on Jesse to go to West and tell West X, Y, and Z information. And if she's doing that, which I really think that is the case, touche, girl. Touche. Very good play. But also at the end of the day, why are you caring about this man so much? Like, honestly, girls, go look up West and go look up Sierra. Like, you will know exactly what I mean when you see them pictures. Again, Wes is not an ugly guy. I'm just saying Sierra is out of his league. End of story. Point blank. Anyways, girl, this is cut to after they pick the rooms. Everybody is sitting at the table and eating, right? So, girl, Kyle and Amanda, the married people, right? They don't got their rings on. And why, you ask? This is why. So Amanda's like, oh yeah, Kyle lost his ring and he never replaced it. So I took off mine. So we can both be without a ring. I'm just like, you know what, Amanda? Exactly right. He's out there DJing. He out here all hours of the night and he doesn't have his ring on. And I know them DJ sets are not cheap. So you can't replace your ring? So what's up with that? Exactly right, Amanda. That's exactly right. I would have done the same thing. Take off your ring. Like, what? You're acting like you single out here. So, okay. So, and you don't want to replace your ring? Okay, cute. We're both gonna be ringless then. Girl. Anyway, so everybody, they go around the table and they figure out, they're like, oh yeah, so everybody at the house is single except Kyle and Amanda. And so everybody basically talks about their relationship status. And the new girl's Levi, she said that she was newly single after 12 years of with her ex-boyfriend. So she's ready to like mix and mingle with people. And then Bailey, the other new girl, says that like she recently just got broken up with. Like the guy she was with, he said, "Oh yeah, meet me at this salad place called Sweet Green," right? So she meets him there. Girl, tell me why he comes there and is like, "Hey, here's your key. Like, I'm leaving. I don't want to be with you no more." Like, that's it. And he points outside of the window, and he has all his suitcases gone. He has all his suitcases packed and in a car. Gave her her key back and left. Girl, he moved to LA that day. Yes. So I think she's newly single, so she like that story, I guess, triggered her a little bit, and it made her emotional. So she started to cry at the table. Girl, tell me why while she was starting to cry, everybody at the table was silent and looked at her blankly. And I'm like, y'all couldn't give her like some, like, console her or anything. Like, they just straight up were silent. Girl, but anyways, cut to after that debacle, cut to, I think Bailey ended up asking Kyle about his DJing career. And then Kyle was like, "Oh yeah, like I recently started DJing or whatever." And then and then Bailey was like, "Oh yeah, so how did you start, whatever?" And then Amanda chimes in, and Amanda's like, "Oh yeah, Kyle only became a DJ because I said that I wanted to start a business, and he basically went and started to be a DJ because just to spite me. So girl, are you hearing what these people are saying? He went to go be a DJ because I don't know if this is like he was threatened of her. I don't know if he was jealous of her or he was whatever. I don't know, or like he was resentful of Amanda. But he went to go be a DJ, learned how to be a DJ because Amanda said she wanted to start a business. And I hope Amanda did start that business, girl, because like, don't let that man stop you. Girl, what is this? This is crazy, girl. It's so crazy. And then at the end of the day, Kyle, and then after that, he was like, Kyle's like, "Well, my wife doesn't want to be with me anymore." Like, nah, he doesn't say that. He's like she's like ignoring me. She's not showing me any attention. And then like, yeah, she's not showing you any attention because why? You think that everything's all hunky-dory now just because, what, you're at the house when you've been gone for 6 months? Girl, oh, let me tell you, let me be clear. That's what Kyle says. Kyle says he's been gone out of the house. Not out of the house, but like on a DJing trip every weekend from January to June. Except 1.5 weekends. Imagine your husband is out DJing. Everybody's working. He's working and you're working 5 days out of the week. And the weekend time comes and y'all ready to like, like let's catch up, like let's hang out together. Girl, he's gone for the entire weekend for 6 months in a row. Are you kidding me? And then now you wanna like couple up. Kyle literally says that, "Oh, like I was very excited to come to the house this summer so I can spend more time with Amanda. Like, y'all live together. Y'all live together and y'all are married. What you mean you want to come to the house to spend more time with her? It's not like y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend and like you see each other every once in a while. Y'all don't live together. Bro, y'all live together. Whose fault is that, Kyle? It's yours. Why? Because you're gone for 6 months. She doesn't see you. Girl. Anyway, so yeah, he complains about how he feels like Amanda doesn't think he exists, or he complains that Amanda treats him like he doesn't exist. Yeah, hard eye roll to that. And then it cuts to it cuts to Sierra and Amanda talking, and then they talk like, oh well, Amanda tells her, okay, basically this is after the dinner, right? So they ate dinner. Sierra and Amanda go to their room to just like sit and talk or whatever. And Amanda tells Sierra that like, oh yeah, like there was some more rumors going around town too that like he was she didn't say this, but allegedly it said that he was like, like, I don't know, playing the field allegedly. I don't know, but that's what it kind of like insinuated. Girl, he was telling, but she was telling him that like, she was telling Sierra that like, girl, I don't know, I feel numb to that. Like, I'm done. Like, back in the day, like, I would be so upset. Like, I would be calling him nonstop. Like, whatever. And now, like, I don't, like, I'm numb. And then she even says that he was gone all night. I think he said like he stayed the night at like a fan's house or something like that for like until 5 a.m. or he didn't get home till 5 a.m. something like that. And then he just comes up to the house like, oh hey, or he wants to come up to the house and like pokes Amanda talking about, hey babe, at 5 a.m. what? And then she says, Amanda's like she knows people that are DJs with a wife and children. They just DJ and go home. But Kyle he wants to do extra stuff and go out and da 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 and blah blah blah. I'm just like, girl, again, Amanda, I love you so bad. Amanda, what you do, what you like, I'm trying to figure out that saying. What is that saying? What you like allow, you indirectly encourage. He's been doing this from long time, girl, and you didn't give him the consequences of leaving. So why is this like, why do we think why do you think this was gonna change him? Like, that's how men are. That's how men operate. If they wanted to change, they would do it, but he doesn't want to do it. And we as women cannot keep thinking like, oh, like, let's just get married, it's gonna change him, let's just have kids, it's gonna change him. Thank God up above, Amanda, that you don't have no kids with this man. Thank God. So it can be a clean cut, please. Like, at the end of the day, girl, this is just too much, straight up. Anyways, so flash forward to the next day. Girl, a new man arrives. His name is Ben. He is Australian. And the link between Ben and these other people is that Ben knows Amanda and Kyle because I think they met at Amanda's sister's wedding. Something like that. And they just became friends and they just, kept in contact or whatever. Put a pin in that, all right? Anyway, cut to Carl going to Sierra's room like the next day, and like they were catching up or whatever. Girl, like I told you, Sierra has her pick of the litter with any guy in this house. Girl, Carl was grinning from ear to ear. He was flirting with her, girl, and Carl said, yeah, in another world we would be together. And I think that was him testing the waters to see if Sierra would bite. And she laughed. She's like, oh yeah, da da da. And like, you know what? If Sierra is to be with any guy in this house, it should be Carl. Carl is he has made like a very big 360 in his life. He like, he had like struggles with alcohol in the past, and like he became sober, like he stopped drinking. I think he started his own business. Girl, he's running marathons now. He's taking his health seriously, girl. And even on the show, like in the mornings, it shows him getting up and running outside. And after he goes for a run, he goes and gets everybody bagels. I'm like, this is the man you be with, Sierra, not no fool named West. Anyway, that's besides the point. But again, I just wanted to drive home the point that Sierra has her pick up the litter in this house, and she does not need to be tripping over West. Thank you. So anyways, so Carl he's also saying that like, I haven't seen Kyle for a long time. Mind you, Carl and Kyle are best friends. He don't see his best friend all the time. Why? Because he's DJing. Everybody's on the back burner for Kyle now, except for that DJing thing. Girl. Anyway, cut to the next day, or no, later on that day. It's the 4th of July. West throws a big old party in the house. Girl, the outfits, first of all, are spectacular. Sierra ate down. The outfit, stunning. I want it. And who also had a good outfit? Bailey. Cute outfit. Girl, I want it. Both of those outfits, give it to me right now. I love it. Anyway, so Sierra goes and so they're like, the party's going on. Jesse comes to her, and she goes to Jesse, they're petting zoo. They're petting zoo animals here. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I think this is a peace offering from West. Girl. This is why I say I feel like that was a strategic thing. I think she told him that strategically so he can go and tell West that. But girl, even if that was a Sierra, girl, stand up, please. I need you to stand up, because why is that a peace offering? And even if it is a peace offering, like, girl, like, why is a petting zoo? Why are barnyard animals? Why is that like, ooh, like it's giving him an opening to come back to talk to you? Why? Why is that a thing? Like, why are you like, please stand up, Sierra, please. I love you so much, girl. Stand up. Do not, like, why are animals? Why is that a thing, girl? Why? Why can he do like the bare minimum, or like a little bit of something, and then you just like are starting to like come around to him? No, girl, keep him as an acquaintance. Keep that man as an acquaintance, girl. Like, that is not somebody. He embarrassed you on TV. This is what you have to think about, ladies. When y'all are trying to like decipher between, oh, should I get back with this man or not? Think about all the time that he tried to humble you or embarrass you, and then replay those things in your mind every single time that you talk to him or see him. And then that is going to be an easy, surefire way to keep that man at arm's length. Okay, moving on. So cut to switch scenes. We're still at the party. So Ben and Amanda are talking. Girl, tell me why Amanda is laughing and giggling. She's throwing the ball with Ben, and girl, she starts talking about skinny dipping with Ben. Girl, Amanda has a crush on Ben. Like, let it be known here first. Amanda has a crush on Ben. She does. It was too schoolgirly. If you know, like when you're in high school, like you have a crush on somebody, and you're talking to the guy you're like, and you're giggling, and you're just play fighting, you're hitting each other. Like, that's how it was. And I'm like, Amanda, girl, you gotta hide that a little bit better. Like, at the end of the day, you're still married, girl. You gotta like handle that a little bit. You gotta hide it a little bit better, Bookie. But, and this is the thing too, like, this is with women. Like, Amanda said that, like, she doesn't care anymore. Like, she started to become numb to Kyle doing a whole bunch of other foolishness and him being out all night and him stop wearing his stuff. Like, she said she got numb to that. And this is why when Amanda is literally checked out. That's why she can have such, like, have a crush on somebody else, because while she's married, because she's checked out. Like, she is checked out in mentally. And when you lose a woman mentally, girls, correct me if I'm wrong. I know I'm correct in this. Like, come on. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, when you lose a woman mentally, she's gone, bro. She's gone, because she's have given you so many chances to fix that, and like has been on your butt about this and that and been complaining to you about this. And then once she stops complaining, once she's over it, bro, you're cooked. You are cooked. And Kyle in the situation is cooked because Amanda has a crush on Ben. I heard it here first. You heard it here first. I think that's what happens. Anyway, so it cuts again to Carl talking to Kyle, and Carl, again, they're best friends. So he's like, he asks Kyle, like, are you happy right now? Because it doesn't seem like you're happy in your marriage. Like, what's going on in your relationship? Again, Carl says that he officiated their wedding, so he kind of feels like a responsibility to keep checking in on them, and like, he kind of feels the tension. And then Kyle, this is what Kyle says. Kyle says that I'm only happy when I'm DJing. Okay, so if you're only happy when you're DJing, so why are we wasting everybody's time here then? Why are we doing that? Why are we wasting everybody's time here if you're only happy when you're DJing and you're not happy with your wife? I'm sorry. And this is why I love Carl so bad, because Carl checks him and Carl says to him, girl, the only reason why you're happy DJing is because, like, you're getting attention. Like, you are happy DJing because you're getting attention. And you know what, Carl? Correct. You're clocking him. And that's what a real friend does. Clocks your friends. And this is why I'm telling Amanda and Sierra, stand up. Because, no, it's truly, like, if you have a friend that won't, like, check you, that's not your friend. That's not your friend. So anyway, shout out to Carl. This is another reason why I think Sierra should be with Carl. Carl is so level-headed. I love him so much. I think they should be together. Anyways, cut to Jesse. So Jesse, guess what Jesse's doing? Jesse and Wes are talking, and guess what they're talking about? Exactly. Jesse is telling Wes, oh, you know what Sierra told me? Sierra told me that she thinks all those farm animals, those goats and chickens, was a peace offering for her. The barnyard animals, yeah, she feels like it's a peace offering for her. And then Wes is over there smiling and giggling. Girl, this is what I'm saying, Sierra. Why did you give this man, why did you give him, like, why are you giving him the satisfaction of, oh yeah, I got her? Like, you don't need to be doing that. Y'all, go look at these two people. Sierra is so much so out of his league. Why is she even like hinting at the fact that he can have her back? Girl, like, get it together. Anyways, so after that scene, so everybody, okay, so basically the party is winding down. They're like, okay, everybody jump in the pool, whatever. So everybody jumps in the pool. And so, I think she took off her bra. Amanda took off her bra. She was wearing a white shirt. She took off her bra and she jumped in the pool. And she was, canoodling with her, playing and whatever with her friend Ben. Again, she has no bra on. She has a white shirt on. Everything is on display. Everything is on display. Her whole chest is outside. Everybody can see it. And everybody's telling her, hey, like, Amanda, I'm seeing your chest is out. We can see it. And she's like, oh, yeah, well, whatever. Da-da. Again, she's doing that for Ben. Girl, dude. Correct. I know I'm right. She is doing that for Ben. She did that on purpose. She did it. I don't know if she took off her bra or like her bra was just like see-through or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember. But like, even if she didn't know that it was see-through, people were telling her, "Hey, Amanda, like like we can see your whole. We can see the girls. Like the girls are on display right now." And she didn't care. She was like, having fun with her friend Ben. And Kyle comes and sees that, and I don't think he was in the pool. She sees her, and she's like, she gets out of the pool, her chest out, and he's like, "What are you doing?" Which honestly, Kyle, this is the only time I'm gonna be on your side right now, this whole episode, because Amanda, come on, girl. Your whole chest is out and your love interest is in the pool and people are telling you, "Hey," I couldn't understand. Okay, like if we're all skinny dipping and everybody is naked, okay, girl, but you are the only one with no, like, everything is on display. You're the only one, and your husband is there, and he's not in the pool. Yeah, girl, that's grimy. But again, I get it. You're checked out mentally. But also, girl, you're going to have some decorum. Amanda, I love you so much. You're going to have some decorum. You're going to have to, like, cover it up. Like, you're going to have to at least pretend like you are not checking for Ben. But I get it. She's mentally checked out. She doesn't care anymore. But yeah, girl, that was the end of the episode. It ends just like that with Kyle exploding on Amanda because her boobs are outside. Everybody can see them. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of episode 1. Tell me what y'all think about this episode down in the comments below. What do y'all think about Wes and Sierra this lore? And who do y'all think Sierra should be with? Please write down in the comments below. I really want to hear y'all's opinions and thoughts because y'all already heard mine. But yeah, y'all, I love y'all so much for listening. Another one of these will be coming next week. So stay tuned. I hope you have your popcorn ready. I also next week, we're going to have just a reminder, right? Like the regular episodes will also be a thing. Okay. The advice episodes, the big sis advice episodes will be a thing still. And these will also be a thing on the side. So you're welcome. 2 episodes a week. But anyways, y'all, I love y'all so much for listening. Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all next week. I love y'all so much. Bye.